A personal favorite.
For a time in 6th grade, my best friend, Anthony Shalley, and I exchanged stories we'd written for each other's amusement. No one ever saw these communiques until a classmate found one of the handwritten compositions, which must have fallen to the floor, and turned it into our teacher, the sour Mrs. Sarah Dobrin. As the story involved her husband, Harry, being in a cage at the zoo, panic ensued as she began an inquisition to determine who had defiled her and brought dishonor unto her household. Each student in the class had to approach her desk and provide a writing sample so comparisons to exhibit number 1 could be made and the culprit behind this egregious act of subversion of all that was holy might be brought to justice. The interrogation ended with me, the winner. It was I who had scrawled this slap in the face of American order and propriety. It was decided that I should come in next day with an apology. My mother was appalled at my transgression. Not that I'd shown promise as a creative writer, distinguishing myself with poignant observations expressed in a witty manner. Nay, she availed herself not of my brilliance. At home that night, my mom took the side of the authorities. My future as a normal person was in danger. No compliment for my efforts as an entertainer, rather a sentencing to toe the line, bend me to fulfill my obligation as a productive, non-unique member of society. The apology was delivered, but, good people, this wasn't enough. A punishment was to be meted out. How best could I suffer beyond my humiliation? You will resign from the school's safety patrol. I was branded, made to turn in the cool plastic sash that granted me the power to assist my schoolmates in crossing the intersection safely. The civic order was being dismantled so I could bear the weight of shame before my peers and be shunned from 6th grade polite society, cast out of the legion of proper behavior, kids with promise and rich futures ahead of them. No longer was I entitled to the pastures of plenty and the vague promises we'd all been fed. Then JFK was shot, and the so-called American dream ended as well for the rest of you. Thank you all for being here. I'm so honored and touched. So great to have everybody together for this. Thank you for your support.
Thank you.
Next few months.
Yes.
All right. That's enough.
Greg, you just told the history of America.
Oh, thanks.
In like a couple of minutes.
John.
Unbelievable.
John.
Who else can I thank?
Jeff.
John Godfrey's here, Jeff Wright. Jeff, you want to take a few? Pass them out. If you like the book, I just have one favor to ask. Tell one person. It's a new trick I learned from a podcaster. Yeah.
That's from a podcaster? One person.
Because I don't see the New York Times book review section.
Well, they're coming later.
Maybe. Okay.